Funny facts about me. My hobbies include painting pictures of home decor I can't afford, recipes I won't cook, and crafts I won't make. Also, I really enjoy loading up my online shopping cart and not buying any of it in hopes that I'll receive an email one day that reads, "You've won! We want to purchase all of the things in your online carts for you, no strings attached." I always lift the toilet seat up to make sure Mr. Snake isn't curled up around the rim. I carry 2 clips on my purse to hold newspaper on any shopping carts that I push. Stay tuned for more fun facts about me. Hello, my friends. Grab your gloves because we're about to pour some magic. My name is Tammy, and I'm so glad you joined the cast with me today. Today is Coasting Through the Week Coaster Wednesday. That's a collaboration between myself and several other artists. And if you have a YouTube channel and you like making things using coaster molds, why don't you join us? Just reach out to anyone that you will see in my playlist, and they'll make sure you get in there, my friend. I'm going to be using these coaster molds today. And the reason I chose these coaster molds is for a reason. This box right here that you get from Let's Resin, it's coaster molds. And inside of this box, you will find a coaster holder here, which I've already removed the coasters from here because I use them for a lot of projects. But this is the coaster mold that's in here that comes with this holder. So I have one of those out. You get these in this box as well. That's this coaster mold right here. I have my practice ones out so they look a little worn. And then you get these right here. And that is this coaster right here. This is not a product review video. I'm just showing you these because I'm sure that a lot of you have these coaster molds. And that's why I chose those to use today. This one right here is also a Let's Resin mold. So all of these are Let's Resin molds. And I tried to pick ones that I knew were very popular and are floating around out there. So that will give you a general idea of what my inlays are going to look like inside of each of these molds. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to put one of my circular inlays. We used my heart inlays last week. We're going to use my circular diamond inlays this week. And we're going to place one down in each of these coaster molds, but we're not going to put them down in there yet. We're going to do some PERTRI art using my octopus fluid inks from Laura's Art Corner. And if you'd like to try octopus inks and you live in the US and you're looking for a seller, Laura is a seller in the United States for octopus inks. I'll drop her link below to her shop, and you can go cruise around and see if anything resonates with you. While you're there and you find something, use my discount code and save some money. All right, let's get started here. I'm going to pick out some inks, and then we will drop in our resin and drop in our inks, let that cure for about 2 hours, and then we'll drop our inlays on. Are you ready? Let's go. I want to pour my new dragon too. So I'm going to take my Aurora Mateo Chameleon mica powder. I'm just going to cover these right quick in case I get any mica powder in there. And I'm just going to dust certain areas in here. I know I want the feet, just the tips of the feet done, dusted in. Then I want that beautiful nostril, nose area that makes her smell you so good and so quickly. But she's a good dragon. She's a baby dragon. And she's a good one. I only make good dragons. Now we're going to just do some little lines in here. of the mica powder. No certain area, no certain way. I'm just going to take those tips of that feet right there, and we're going to dust those as well, just like we done the other ones. Then I'm going to take a little bit of the tip of the tail and get some of that done. Get a little bit over here. And we're going to put a few more lines in her. Yep, this is a girl. I don't want a lot in her, just a little. Okay, I'm going to dust that right there a little bit. And that's it. She has a lot of faucets in her. Do you see them sparkling? So I'm really excited to see what we get out of this. We're going to color her using the PERTRI Fluid Octopus ink. And that's going to be with our leftover resin from our coasters. I'm going to do 6 ounces. And what we have left over, we're going to pour in our dragon. And I know that's not going to fill her up probably, but we'll save room for another color. Now I'm going to take my coasters here and I'm going to spritz some 99% isopropyl alcohol in there. You can use 91% as well. I just wouldn't use as much. And I have my resin here. I'm using the Bond Crafter epoxy resin. So we're just going to pour a little bit down on our coasters here. I'm probably going to go about halfway up the coaster. Now I'm going to pick up each of my coasters. And I can see them a little bit better when I hold them up like this to the light. And I'm just going to make sure that I don't have any bubbles in the corners or down in the bottom, which is actually the top when we demold it, because we're working backwards. Although you don't have to work backwards in these molds if you don't want to. It's totally up to you. Okay, now I'm going to take my heat gun and I'm going to run it through each of them and pop any surface bubbles. We're ready to drop our inks. But I've got something different today that I want to try. In this coaster down here, it's going to be different from all 3 of these. So I'll tell you why those are going to be different after we drop the inks in this one. Okay? I picked out Lagoon, Lemon, and Strawberry for this coaster right here. And I'm just going to scoot it over and zoom you in so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. We'll go in with the Strawberry. Now the Lagoon. Did you notice anything about those 2 inks that are different? This one's spreading and that one's not. Did you notice that? That doesn't make one more beautiful or better than the other. All that means is this one here that's not blooming right now is heavier than this one. It's more pigmented, but it's going to spread out. It's just a late bloomer. So now I'm going to go in with my Lemon. You don't need to use a lot of these inks because they're very pigmented. So that's all I'm going to put in there. And this coaster is not very big to begin with. Now we're going to go in with the snowflake. And this one, you'll notice, is rattling when I shake it. And these don't. Because this one needs to be shaken up. Because when it sets, all of the goodness falls down to the bottom of the jar. So you need to make sure you shake it, and that little ball is going to get all of your goodness off the bottom and spread it throughout your bottle. Okay, I'm going to give it time to get back down the tube. And now we're ready to open it. Sometimes if you don't wait, you'll have a lot of it spill out in your hand off of the cap. That's all the white I'm going to put in there. I'm not going to put any more. Now we're going to scoot this coaster back over here. And we're going to put this one right here. Now we're going to use Green Apple, Sunlight, and I'm going to tell you why these three over here are going to be different than that one over there. We're going to be using a metallic with each of our next three coasters. Now metallics behave very different in resin than the others. These sit on top of the resin. They don't sink like the other ones do. They just sit right on the top and glide around on the top of the resin. So we're going to play around with those and see what kind of effect we can get with them. I'm using the Green Apple first. I love this color right here. It's very pretty. And this color right here has to be one of my favorites out of all of the inks. And it's not because yellow is my favorite color. I don't have a favorite color. I've never had a favorite color. I've always liked all colors. Look how vibrant and beautiful that yellow is. Isn't that pretty? Now we're going to shake this sparkler up. I wanted to show you something before I shook it up, but I can show you on this one. You see how the rest of the bottle looks different from down there? All your colors down there? That's why you have to shake it, to get your color mixed up in your bottle. So I just look on the bottom and I make sure that it's still not hanging out down there. And it's not. So we're ready to go ahead and drop some in. I'm not sure how much to use because I don't use these a lot. So I'm just going to stick with 3 drops and that's it. I just want it to blend in. I don't want it to actually stand out. And now we're going to go in with our snowflake. And I'm going to do 4 drops of snowflake in this one. We done 3 over there. Okay, now this one right here, we're going to be using Swimming Pool, Plum, and for our metallic, Silver Mine. This is one of my favorite metallics out of Fluid Octopus inks. Okay, we're going to go in with the Plum first. It spreads very beautifully, doesn't it? And now we're going to go in with that Swimming Pool. This is also a very beautiful color. And then we're going to use the Silver Mine, the metallic. I accidentally got 2 drops there in the center. I hope that doesn't make a big deal. Alright, I'm going to scoot these back. Move our big one right here in the center. Now we're going to use Deep Sea, Grape Juice, and Wonder Lamp. This is also a beautiful metallic. All right, I'm going in with that deep sea. We're going to use more drops in this coaster because it's bigger. That deep sea spreads out really nicely for us. And then I'm only going to do about 3 drops of this Wonder Lamp. Well, let's do 4 because this coaster is bigger. We got way too much silver in this coaster. Oh, it accidentally spilt in the coaster on me. Oh well, hopefully we can make it look decent. Now we're going to go in with the snowflake. Shake it up a little bit more. Okay. We're finished pouring all of our inks. Dropping all of our inks. We didn't pour them, we dropped them. And now we're going to let them sit there for 45 minutes. And I'm going to set my timer. For 45 minutes. And then when that goes off, we're going to come back and do our wispy woos in our coasters. So for now, let's go ahead and drop the rest of that resin in our baby dragon. All right, I'm going to spritz a little bit of alcohol down there in her. Hopefully we won't get any bubbles. Let's go ahead and I'm going to start down here and let that resin drop down in there on its own into those faucets. If you let it maneuver its way in there naturally instead of just pouring it in there, you're less likely to get a bubble. All right, I see a bubble. I see something right there. I don't know what that was. But I just seen a bubble somewhere. Oh goodness, where did it go? It was somewhere over here. Oh. Well, I don't see any up here. All right. Let's go ahead and put her down. I have a little bit of resin left. Okay, I don't want to fill her up because I have plans for the bottom of her. So now we're going to take our heat gun and run it through there and pop any surface bubbles. And now we're going to go in with the PERTRI. And hopefully this beautiful blue will bounce off of the chameleon mica that we put in there. Can y'all see it? See how it's got a little bit of blue to it when I turn it? So hopefully both of those colors will bounce off of each other and give us a beautiful effect. All right, that's all I'm going to put in there. Because that ink is going to spread. It's just not showing much of it right now, but it's going to. Just going to add one snowflake drop right here. And that's it. I'm not adding any more to her. Okay, I got a little bit of resin left. I'm going to find something to put it in. And I will see you all in 40 minutes. See you later. See, I told you that was spread, didn't I? That's crazy. Yeah, those heavier inks, they're just late bloomers. Now we're going to take this right here, and I'm just going to swirl this a little bit so that I see all that ink in every part of her. Like that. And now we're just going to do the same thing in these. Get me a little paper towel here. Let's put a little bit of alcohol on it. We get you down a little bit and we'll do them one at a time. We'll start right here since this one's right in front of us. And we got a lot of that metallic in here, more than I wanted. So let's just kind of move that around a little bit. Like so. And then on to the next one. This one right here. And I'm just staying right on the top. And I'm just going from left to right, from left to right. Okay. I'm going to move that one there and this one here. And we're going to do the same thing here. Yeah, maybe you can see a little bit better. Try to get some of these colors moving in here. All right. And when you move those inks around like that, you're going to make some bubbles. So you'll just have to watch your piece. And when those bubbles come to the top, spritz them with some alcohol. Now we're going to move this big one over here. I don't know what that is in there. Just go ahead and get it out. I'm not sure what it was. Okay. Now let's do the same thing in this big coaster here. Who likes big coasters and who would rather have the small ones? Let me know in the comment section below. Which is your favorite? And do you just not like the big ones at all? Or is that your favorite? Okay, that's all we're going to do. That one's beautiful, isn't it? Okay, now we're going to wait about 2 more hours. And, which it hasn't been 2 hours, but we're going to wait 2 hours from now. And then we will put our inlays down. Right here. Yep. Yep. I like how all of them look except for this one. We got too much silver in there because I was heavy-handed with it, dropping it. And what that's going to cause is when we go and lay this in there, you're not going to be able to see much of the crystal from the other side because we don't have a lot of clear space in there. But we'll just have to see. Now y'all can see those bubbles coming up. Can you see them all? Now we're going to go ahead and just spritz some alcohol in there. And get rid of them. Also, I wanted to show y'all something right quick. One of my subscribers sent me these. Do y'all remember these when I got them in some Happy Mail? They're made out of eco resin. One of my subscribers made them for me and sent them to me. So, I took 2 of them that she sent, and I poured a silicone over them. So let's lift that off and see what we got. Wow. Look at that inlay. That's beautiful. That is pretty. So, we'll have to use these in something and see what happens, what we get. What can we do with them? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What would you do with this? Let me know. I'd love to hear it. All right, I will see you all back in 2 hours, my friends. See you later. Look what I just got in. Time is going by so fast. It does not seem like it's been a month since I got my last intoresin package, but it has. It's been a little over a month, but it just doesn't seem like it. And man, time is flying, my friends. It is in super fast mode. Let's see what I got. Y'all are going to flip out. I know I did, because I've already opened this up and I've already peeked at it. I did. Let me know if y'all seen anyone do this, because I don't watch many videos. Like y'all all know, I stay very busy. I work a job other than this. I don't have a lot of extra time. So, have y'all seen this done before? Isn't that beautiful? It is a rose clock. I think it's so pretty. Let me know in the comment section below who you've seen do it, so I can go check their video out. Maybe give me some inspiration. Then we got these 2 molds. I'm just going to set that right there. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now, I don't remember exactly what this one was, but I'll throw a picture of it right up here for you. I'll have to go locate it. But that looks really beautiful. Can't really remember what this one was, though. Okay. Now let's get in this one. Let's see what we got. There's a little picture over here. Okay, okay. Wait a minute. Something's not right. This can't be my order. Have I done open Dawn's order again? That's funny, y'all. There for a minute I thought I'd opened up my friend from Hawaii's package again, because I get her into resin packages shipped to my house and then I ship them to her. And I've opened hers before and felt so bad about it. And I thought I'd done it again, but I didn't. This is my order. It is. I went and opened this one up right here. And we have these. These. Aren't they beautiful? They're so beautiful. And then, when I peeked inside of here, I knew it was my order. Look at that. I have wanted to do this one since I seen it on their website. Yes, but I had a few in front of it that I really wanted to do. So, I finally got it, and I'm super excited about it. It's so stinking cute, isn't it? It looks bigger on camera, though. I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger because I have a real big one. But this is the smaller version, which I think I'm going to like a lot better. Yes, that big version that I have, I didn't like it. It held a lot of resin. So I'm really going to like this one. I'm super excited about it. So let me know which one you would like to see me do first and what colors you would like to see me do it in. Drop in the comment section below. I'm excited to see which ones you choose and what colors you pick. See you later. Okay, let's get our inlays put down. Hopefully it's not too soon. I set my alarm and it's 2:30 in the morning. So hopefully, I thought I'd just seen a bubble. Hopefully it's not too soon. I mean, I can pull the resin up, but it's stringy. So we're going to go ahead and try it. Hopefully we'll be alright. Okay, I'm just going to take the inlay, the sparkly side, I'm going to face down. There we go. It just fit in that one. So, I don't know. It'll just depend on what look you all like. That's why we're doing this, to let you all see what my inlays will look like in each coaster shape. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and put this one right in the center. Like that. And then we're just going to leave them alone. Alright, I will see you all when they're fully cured. See you later. Okay, we need to pick out a glitter to put on our dragon while it's still ready to do so. See there? It's stringy. So now is the perfect time. So we don't have a pour line in between our last pour and this pour. So I have my resin mixed up right here. I'm going to leave some clear, and then we're going to put some glitter in this one. But I can't pick out the color I want. I have this lilac mist, which I think would be pretty. Or I have my lagoon shimmer. Or I got these in some Happy Mail. There's a bunch in here, and I was looking at this color right here. Which is this one. So what do you think? Which one do you think would be the prettiest? I like that lagoon shimmer because it changes colors. Yeah, let's go with the lagoon shimmer. Okay, I'm going to open it up. Get a glitter spoon. We're going to drop some down in there. I wonder if we added a little bit of this to it. Why not? Oh, that one's got a bunch of purple in it too. I'm glad I opened that because you can't see that from out here, can you? So I'm glad I opened that one. All right, let's get this stirred up. There we go. Put some of these areas first to make sure it gets there. I poured the extra resin that I had in these. This is an intoresin handmade crystal mold. It's one of my favorite molds that they've made. Little perfume bottles. And I have this one prepped as well, but I just didn't have enough to pour it. I didn't even fill these two up. I'm just going to do this color right here and then a background color in them when they cure. Alright, I will see you all later when it's time to demold. See you later. Alright, everything's cured up, and we don't have enough room to do anything else in this one. We don't have enough room to do anything else in this one. And really we don't have enough room to do anything in this one. There's a little bitty bit of room left in this one, so I don't know. I'm still deciding if I want to do anything else in this. Probably not. But this one, we definitely have enough room to do something in it. So I mixed up my resin right here, and I've picked out my glitter already. I'm going to use my lilac mist from Hobby Lobby. You see how it looks on the outside? Watch this when I open it. It looks so much different, doesn't it? So we're going to get some of it and put it in this cup here, and then we're going to put it on the outside area of our coaster. It's a beautiful glitter, isn't it? So pretty. And I think it'll match. I hope anyway. Alright, we're going to spritz a little bit of alcohol to help out with any bubbles. Hopefully we won't get any that seeps under our inlay. And we don't need a lot, just a little. We don't want to put it over the inlay either. We just want to put it right here on this outer area there. Okay, now we're going to spritz a little bit of alcohol to pop any surface bubbles. And then we will demold all these together at the same time. But we can go ahead and get our dragon out right quick and see what it looks like. I'm super excited. Let's see what we got. Oh, I hope it's going to be cute. Do you think it's going to be cute? I hope so. You ready? Oh, she's beautiful. Wow. I love how she turned out. Look at all that depth in her. That's gorgeous. Just gorgeous. She's absolutely beautiful. So cute. I just love her. Are y'all ready to see how these turned out? I did want to apologize for my video posting on Tuesday instead of Wednesday this week. I tried so hard to get that video live before I went to bed that night, and it would not finish loading. So I looked it up, you know, some causes of why it would do that, and it said that sometimes if you're posting during a high traffic time when a lot of people are trying to go live with videos, that it can happen. So it finally finished, and it was really, really late. And I said, I'm not posting that at this time. So I just waited until Tuesday to post it. So that's what happened with that. And once again, I do apologize. Sometimes that will happen though. So if you don't see my video come out on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, when I'm supposed to, when I usually go live, then you'll know that's why. Okay, let's get these out and see how we like the inlays in each of these coasters here. Each one of them are shaped differently. So let's see what they look like. Let's go ahead and take the inlay off. These inlays are so beautiful. I love them. I absolutely love them. I will always use that crushed glass making my inlays. Or my crystal inlays anyway. Alright, let's get it out. I don't think this coaster's really... Well, it is. It's big enough. You've got your indentation for your drink to catch your condensation in there. So it works. And then there's what we have on the opposite side. That turned out really pretty. I like that a lot. I think it looks really good. I love those colors together too. That strawberry, lemon, and lagoon, I think. Yeah, lagoon. Those look really good together. Yep, that's really pretty. Then we got this one, and I absolutely think the inlay works really good in this mold if you're going for the crystal look on this side. Let's say you have company over. So you want to keep your coasters turned that way and show how beautiful the PERTRI look is. And then when they want a soda or some water, then you turn it over and they place their drink on there. And then the condensation is caught in this area. So that's what I think is unique about these inlays. So let's get this one out. All right, we got a nice indentation here. We had a lot of room for that resin to scoot out and balance itself in those corners. A little bit better than this one done. So let's get it out. See what we got. That's the crystal side. And then that's the PERTRI side. It's really cute. Very pretty. Very pretty. Okay, next up is this one. Now, I don't know what this one's going to do. Let's see. Okay, you still have room to catch the condensation even in this one. It came up the edges of the mold. It didn't have much room to do it, but it did do it. So let's get it out and see if we have that area to catch the condensation. Yes, we do. Yes, there is a little lip there that catches the condensation. If y'all can, let me put that there. This one's beautiful. Let's turn it over. Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. Look at that. Oh, I love this one. This is my favorite so far. This is so beautiful. I love that. That's the silver mine, the swimming pool, and the plum. Those are beautiful together. So beautiful. Look at that silver mine peeking out in the background. So pretty. Okay, now let's get this one out. Now this one has the most room in it to work the best using this inlay. But it's all about what you like. It's not about what I think or what I like. It's what you like. Now we got a little bubble in this one. See right there? But we definitely have that area for the condensation. What I would suggest, and this is what I didn't do, before you lay your inlays down, spritz them with a little bit of alcohol and then place them down. And, you know, pay attention to if you see a little air pocket, a little air bubble under there, and just walk it out. And I didn't do that this time. I did pay attention to it on my heart coasters, but I guess I forgot this time. Maybe I was in a little bit of a hurry or something. And there's that. Let's turn it over. I wonder if we put some UV resin in those holes right quick, what would happen? And my resin is just coming out and out and out of the bottle. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Do y'all know why it does that sometimes? Just keeps coming out of the tip. I know it's some kind of science behind it, but I just don't know what it is. Sometimes I can leave my UV resin over there upside down, twist the top off, and just do what I need to do with it. And then other times it just keeps coming out of the tip. I don't know. It's a little weird. Let's see what'll happen if we fill these holes up. Okay, it filled up the holes, but you can still see them. Especially on this side. But they're not as bad as they were. And remember when I dropped a few drops of that UV resin down there on the table? Well, I forgot about them, and I laid that coaster right in them. So now we've got some little spots on the front of our coaster that I cannot get off. Good thing these are just for practice, but that's why you see that there. So when you see these at the end of the video in the glamour shots, you'll know why that's there. But it looks a little bit better on this side since we filled those holes. Definitely. So I guess, yeah, it does look better all around. So if you get any holes, just fill them with some UV resin. Okay, so now you know what my circular inlays are going to look like on each of these molds, the way that they're shaped. So now you can tell if you would like to have a set of these and play around with them, or make some coasters, or do whatever you would like with them. And that will give you kind of a idea on where you want to go with it, or if you even want to use crystal inlays at all in your coasters. And that's why I wanted to do it this way, to give you a general idea of different shapes of coasters, big and small, and maybe you can take it from there and decide if inlays are right for you or not. So I was at Hobby Lobby yesterday, and I found this. I have a lot of Jaguar's interference powders, but I do not have an interference red. And I found this in there yesterday, and I purchased it. These Pearl X powders are very expensive on Amazon. But if you get them from Hobby Lobby, you don't pay that much for them. I paid $6 for this. And this is, where's the thing at? 0.50 ounces, 4.17 grams. It's a big bottle, but it's less than half full. And I know a lot of that has to do with the powder, how much it weighs, and how much it don't. Sometimes you'll get a full bottle, and sometimes you'll get less than half. And it has everything to do with how much the powder weighs, how many ingredients are in the powder. But you're still getting the same amount, is what they say. So, I don't understand all the science behind that, but I'll take their word for it. So, I have an interference red now. And I found these paints right here. Have y'all seen these? There's a new line in Hobby Lobby. Well, it's new to me, and I go to Hobby Lobby all the time. Hobby Lobby's like my second home. All the craft stores really are like my second home. And this brand right here is fairly new to Hobby Lobby, Bella Rose. Remember my last little haul I got from there? I showed you all these waxes that I got. Metallic waxes. They are liquidy. And they have a really strong smell to them. But this is also the Bella Rose. Let me know what y'all would do with this wax. So I found these paints. And they are beautiful. I mean beautiful. I got peach green. And they're color changing metallic paints. Peach green. Look at this yellow pink right here. The bottle hasn't spilled. I don't know how that got on the lid, but I'm glad it did, because it's really what made me want to purchase this. This one's sealed. See? So I don't know if that maybe was in the box they were shipped or something, and it was just on this lid. Yeah, but this is yellow pink. And see right there on the bottle? I guess that's what it's going to look like. And the peach green I just showed you, that's, I guess, what it's going to look like. Isn't that beautiful? And then I've got blue green. Peach purple. Purple green. And then blue green blue. They're only 99 cents. I don't know how good they're going to perform. I don't know, but I had to have them and try them out at 99 cents a piece. I definitely had to give them a go. So if you have tried these, let me know what you use them on and how well did they perform for you. And one more thing I'd like to mention. I don't know if y'all noticed, but we used a different white this time. We used Snowflake. And I don't think I like the way Snowflake performs, because I didn't get that beautiful wispiness. I don't know. I'm going to play around with it a little bit more because maybe I just need to learn how this one moves and behaves. But the enoki and the pom-pom that I've been using, they seem to work really well for me. So I did notice that. I don't know if you all noticed it or not, but I did. Yeah, we got a little bit different look with this snowflake than we usually get using the pom-pom and the enoki. But I definitely need to learn what this snowflake is trying to tell me so that we can play well together. I don't use it much. Actually, that was my first time actually using it in some coasters like this. I've played around with it just in something tiny, but not enough to learn how it behaves. Also, the milk is another one I need to learn. So, snowflake and milk, we need to spend some time together, my friends. All right, let me know what you think about this video, and let me know what you think about crystal inlays and coasters, and how would you use them, and what size coasters would you use them in. And it's about that time, my friends, for a sweet goodbye. Don't forget to check out the playlist in my description box and see how everyone else is coasting through the week. We have a new member this week. Yes, we do. So go check it out and see who he is. His name is Aaron. And I'm not going to give out anything else. You'll find him. He's in there. His name's Aaron. His channel is, I'll throw it up here because I don't want to get it wrong. Resining of the Living Dead or something like that. But I'll put it up here just to be certain. But yeah, so someone new is in there. Go check him out. See what he's up to. See if he resonates with you. And I will see you in the next video. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.